Hello to the YouTube people. Welcome to the Star Inari and Friends podcast. Heck yeah. Before we start, once again, I have my friends Al and Chris with me.
Here. Hello, I'm checking my email.
But before we start, I wanted to let everybody that's watching, which is probably 2 people, but I want to let you know that this episode will be posted before the episode that we already have recorded, because I want to get this up like as soon as possible.
Which one do we already have recorded?
I think that's the Pokemon Games tier list one.
Oh.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to edit it, but...
Also, we started making tier lists before, on YouTube, before anybody else did.
Oh my god. Listen, I am so angry that tier lists caught on, and I thought of making tier lists in videos months before it caught on. And now everybody's doing it. Everybody copied me. I'm so actually upset. On every YouTuber you see that does a tier list video, go and harass them incessantly in their comment section that they're copying me, please.
Don't harass. Just say Star Inari podcast.
Just that, nothing else. Oh goodness. Okay, so today we are talking about this this pretty shady, like very not believable, like quote-unquote leak that somebody posted on 4chan that's allegedly of the entire Sword and Shield Pokédex. And they say that it's from the E3 demo, which... Why would they have the entire Pokédex in the E3 demo? Like...
They wouldn't give us a Smash demo, bro. Why would they give us an RPG? Like a game like Pokemon is a demo.
But I thought it would
pretty shady.
I thought it would be fun to go through it and talk a little bit about it, because I leafed through.
Email?
What is going on?
Chris,
I got this weird email. It says something about a sponsorship.
Oh! Are you checking the Star Inari channel email, Chris?
Huh? Which look at that. Turns out we have a sponsor for this video, everybody. So, big round of applause for our sponsor.
What's
this? This video is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Choose chicken over homos. Whoa.
I'm really gonna have to censor that. Oh god.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Maybe we shouldn't do a sponsorship.
Yeah, you know what? Just email them back and say sorry.
Sorry, we're not interested.
I like to be able to get food on Sundays.
That was a slick one, by the way. I was setting that up since the minute we started.
That was very slick. I didn't catch on to that at all.
Yeah.
Oh man. We'll go through this Pokédex thing and it'll be fun. Hopefully you'll all join us. I mean, obviously if you're watching the video.
Hopefully it won't be real and I won't spoil the entire game for myself.
Yeah, just based on some of the names I've read, I feel like this isn't real. But, you know.
I'll be mad if it is. Keep that in mind.
Listen,
I'll thank you for it.
If it's real, I will let you punch me in the face. With full consent, punch me in the face. We'll record it.
Wait, can you send us too so we can see it?
Oh, yeah, I'll send the pictures.
Oh god. Is it just like the names, or is it like the Pokédex?
It is the names and like the, you know how the Pokédex has like that little description next to the name?
Yeah.
Like for Pikachu, it's like the electric rat poke, like it's that. And then,
right, so not like sprites or anything.
No. It's the Pokédex number, the Pokemon's name, the like little description thing. Not like the obviously the Pokédex description, but like the little name description, and then what type they are, and if they are evolved from some other Pokemon in the Dex.
Okay.
Okay. So I will send. I'm gonna send them one at a time because it's a few pages. And we'll go. Oh, it's a lot. It's allegedly the entire Pokédex. Which, Why would they put that in the E3 demo? In every demo we've ever gotten for a Pokemon game, we've never gotten, like, a Pokédex you can even, like, get to.
You'd think Nintendo would be smart enough to not put that on something that they're gonna give a bunch of assholes access to.
But this is Nintendo after all.
It's very
company. They just slick like that.
They're very slick. Okay, so let's
I'm very pleased that this game hasn't been
talk
as
about
ruined for me as
Sun and Moon.
Was. I feel like every other day a new fucking leak for Sun and Moon was out.
And they were all true somehow.
Yeah! And I was like, come on!
Okay, so let's start at the top of the list. So according to this, the
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Okay, so the first Pokemon in the Pokédex is actually Meltan.
That's
one time they did that, in Gen 5, Victini was 000 in the Pokédex. Like, before Snivy.
Yeah, I know that. Right?
So, I mean, it's not impossible that they'd put Meltan there.
No, it's fairly plausible, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Meltan and there's Melmetal. That, we both know those exist. And then there's Grookey.
Fortunately.
Yeah, Grookey is, I think I specifically said in the podcast we did the first one that I think I might pick Grookey. I don't know.
Grookey gang.
Grookey gang, exactly. And then after Grookey is Drumpan, which is the beat chimp Pokemon.
That's a stupid name.
Which I guess is they're going for like a musical theme because in the trailer, like Grookey was hitting the stick on like a rock, I guess.
Yeah, which I mean, I think we all saw that coming.
Yeah, I think we might have mentioned that in our thing.
It's definitely gonna keep using. If Chimpongo is just fucking Donkey Kong with the bongos, I'm gonna be mad.
If Chimpongo is literally like green Donkey Kong with bongos, that's gonna be my Pokemon.
I think that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna hate it.
Then there's Score Bunny, who when it evolves, still stays fire, and it's Hopire, which just doesn't sound like a real Pokemon name.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of these just don't sound right. And then there's Moltear.
I mean, in 2005, don't you think Vanillux would be the sound of a real Pokemon?
I mean, listen, I don't know. And then Moltear
like,
becoming
Vanillux, you can get a clear idea of what it looks like.
Right.
Like I don't get that from Hopire. Other than it's a bigger Score Bunny, I guess.
But Moltear becomes Fire Steel type. I don't know if we mentioned that in our video. If it was going to be Fire Steel, if that was an idea.
No, we also like
fire fighting or fire electric.
That's right. I mean, Fire Steel would be cool, I guess. Have we had Fire Steel before?
Heatran.
Oh, right. Oh goodness, Heatran.
Incredibly weak.
Yeah, one of the weakest legendaries. Okay, and then Sobble. And when Sobble evolves into Nerviz, which I think out of all of the starter names so far, Nerviz is my favorite pun. But Water Ghost is a cool type. I don't hate that. I mean, we've had it before, but I don't hate it.
I hate Fearless.
And then Fearless, which I guess is like supposed to be...
Which I'm assuming is like, oh, it's Fearless?
Right.
And the lizard?
Yeah.
And also it's Strike Sphere, but it's like, it's fucking, come on.
Okay, then we have Joypoo. Is that how you say Joypoo? Jeez.
Yeah.
Which is the rodent Pokemon, even though I'm pretty sure we always have a rodent Pokemon, but whatever. And that evolves into Felutria? Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright. They're both normal types. And then there's Weesense. which is a psychic type Pokemon that doesn't evolve.
And you know that's going to be a Pokemon that you get super early on.
Yeah.
Because it's so low in the Pokédex.
Right. And the fact that it doesn't evolve is annoying. But that's fine. Whatever. There's...
Here comes our normal flying for the generation.
Oh boy, our normal flying for the gen. Ibrisk? It just said bird Pokemon, and it's normal flying. It evolves into... Oh my goodness, how do I even say that? It does evolve into
Hedgehog.
A Brisk doesn't evolve.
Yeah, it does. Because it says
No, yeah,
the one after it says it's numbered wrong, but it does evolve.
I'm reading base because that's fucking. Why is it labeled like this?
Well, I guess in the card game they're labeled base, like it's the base form. I don't know.
Care about the card game.
Then it evolves into Bruceros. Why is its name Bruce? What? And it's a dark flying type. That's cool.
Not bad.
Then there's Twincape, which is an electric normal type, and there's another like ape Pokemon. There's a lot of ape Pokemon so far. I don't know if that's on purpose or not.
Maybe it depends. Maybe yeah, because they're trying to like. I don't know if like the region that it's from has a lot of gorillas. Maybe they're just trying to do like a reference.
Yeah, but it's not like Africa. It's fucking England. There's no gorillas in England.
What I'm thinking of...
I don't know. They just want to throw gorillas in this.
I'm thinking
also, Twincape sounds like a sexual thing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't a twink what you call like
a skinny small dude?
Jeez. I've been called a twink before.
You're not.
I don't know if it's because I don't know. Whatever. And then there's Gorillite, which is a horrible... That's a horrible pun.
Gorillite.
But that is electric psychic type, which is an odd mix.
Then there's Illuminate, which is actually pretty good.
No, yeah, I like Illuminate, but that's a good one. Let's see. Then there's Geolfin. We got a dolphin Pokemon!
Water Rock, that's weird.
That's odd, yeah, but I always wanted a dolphin Pokemon, so I don't care if it's garbage. It doesn't look like it evolves, so that sucks.
What type is it?
Water Rock.
Isn't that like no, never mind. Which catches ground water, right?
Right. Caracaska's Water Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Caracaska's pretty good, so that's a good Pokemon too. That would be pretty good.
Alphagar is too.
Kudum? Maybe?
The vacuum Pokemon.
And it's psychic type.
What does that even mean? How do you get the pun?
Is it just like is it just a vacuum? Like I don't know.
It's trying to be wrong.
Whatever then. And then Pokemon after that is Cheetorch, the cheetah Pokemon.
Bad.
And it's a fire type. And it evolves into... Don't wait for it. It evolves...
Hita.
Into Hita.
Mohita?
No, just Hita.
No, it's Mohita. It's Mohita now.
Mohita. It evolves into Mohita. Yes. Okay, let's get the next Pokemon list going.
Why wouldn't you make a cheetah Pokemon an electric type? That's stupid.
Oh man. I mean, it would be nice to have a good like fast fire type, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that, but oh goodness. Okay.
The next one is Cold.
Yeah, I think it's Get Cold because it's like a gecko, and it's an ice dragon type. That's a really cool type. That's a nice typing.
I mean, yeah.
It's different. I think that's really
Yeah.
what sticks out in my head.
Oh.
And then it evolves into Iguanice, which is a terrible pun.
But then it evolves into my favorite pun so far.
Fromoto, which is also an ice dragon type.
Moto likes you.
Imagine that thing. Okay, so that's definitely like, I don't know if that would be the pseudo of the region, but
No, it's too low in the Pokédex.
but it's too low in the Pokédex. But it is a dragon type, and that thing would probably be pretty busted. Because most of the 3 evolution not legendaries, but the dragon types are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
That could be a pretty great Pokemon. Let's see. Then we have, oh goodness, Spice Seed, the hot seed Pokemon, and it's a fire grass type. You know, I always wanted there to be a fire grass type, but I don't think I wanted it to be a seed.
Well, it evolves into a pepper. That's the thing.
Oh, right. It evolves into peppery. Oh my goodness. Which is also fire grass type. Alright then. You know, we're just gonna move on. That's I don't want to talk about that anymore. There's Tralmation, the loyal Pokemon. Oh, it's a dog, I bet.
Yeah, Dalmatian.
I like that. It's just a normal type and it doesn't evolve, but it makes me happy. Then there's Nightmite, which is the termite Pokemon. It's bug dark type. That's pretty cool. And there's Blatodusk, and it's a roach Pokemon, which is also bug dark. It evolves into that.
Ew.
It was right. I don't like roaches. No thank you.
Number 11, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Pokédex is a roach Pokemon.
Then there's Vangel. I think that's right. It's
Vangel, probably.
It's the sickness Pokemon. It's fairy poison. That's kind of cool.
What weakness would it have then? Ground, obviously.
Ground. Would it be weak to?
Steel.
Would it be weak to psychic?
I think poison resists steel. Because you can't.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it does.
Poison.
Does fairy resist psychic?
I mean, I thought poison resists steel.
I think they both resist each other.
Yeah, I think they're just both resistant.
I don't remember.
Wait, does fairy resist psychic?
Huh?
Does
I
fairy?
believe so.
I don't know if fairy resists psychic, because if it does, then at least it's weak to psychic. Well, whatever.
No, I think it's only 2 weaknesses. No, fairy's only 2 weaknesses were poison and steel, as far as I remember.
No. But does fairy resist psychic?
I think so. It resists bug, I know that.
Ugh. That would be an annoying Pokemon to deal with. Then there's Minobi, the ninjutsu Pokemon, and it's a fighting type. Oh, and it looks like it has one of those split evolutions. That's cool. It can evolve into Ninjule, which is a fire electric type. That has the word jewel in it, like those stupid things people smoke. Oh god. And then there's Fluinja, and it's a fighting water type, and they're both
Pokemon.
They're both the Neo Ninjutsu Pokemon. It's Naruto and Sasuke. That's what they are.
Awful.
There's Toko Loco, which so far is like my favorite names that we've gotten. It's the bad spirit Pokemon, and it's Ghost Normal.
That's odd.
That's very odd. Why give it normal type?
I think think so. It's immune to ghost type.
Oh god, what is it weak to then?
Dark. I think that's it.
It's just weak to dark? Oh my goodness, that's kind of cool. Alright then. There's Dow Deer, the worn out Pokemon. Which evolves into Ragged Deer, the worn out Pokemon.
Oh, so that's gonna be cool because it's a deer Pokemon.
And it's normal grass.
So it's gonna be like Stantler. Not Stantler.
Sawsbuck.
Sawsbuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's worn out. So I don't know what that means, but
It might look like a moose.
that's cool. It's either like
Yeah.
it's tired or it looks
We
like...
don't have a moose Pokemon, actually.
No, we don't. We have like a buffalo and a bull. We don't have a moose though.
I'd love a moose Pokemon. I love moose.
Yeah, moose are cool.
Meese.
Mies. There's Musanda, the Ella rodent I guess it's supposed to be electric rodent Pokemon. I guess that's the Pikachu of the region.
Yeah, probably the
It's electric ice. That's pretty cool.
What's the love of normal mixings?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
What's the electric?
There is a lot of electric too.
I feel like that makes sense though, because it's all like
Industrial, right?
Industrialized.
Yeah.
But it's also like I feel like they're just a lot of these combinations. I feel like they're only making them because it's like, oh, that's interesting.
That's what it feels like. It feels very experimental types right now.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
If
Maybe
that fighter water type is real, then it's gonna be the second fighter water type ever.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not going to argue with getting more types that we don't have a lot of. Don't bother me. There's Gloomink, which is the sticky Pokemon. Which is poison normal, and then Fumink, the fume Pokemon, which is poison ghost.
Doesn't evolve into that.
Right. I guess
So it's probably a version exclusive.
Yeah, it's either the version exclusive or it's like a Loomis and Velubi, I guess. That's cool though. There's Frugon, the tropical Pokemon, which is Grass Dragon, which just sounds exactly like a Alolan Executor.
It reminds me of Tropius too.
Yeah, that too. There's Kubakado, the fruit cat Pokemon.
Kubakado. Kubakado. It's Kubakado.
But why is it cub if it's a cat? Like, maybe it's like a maybe it's
cats
like
are called cubs.
maybe it's like a jungle cat. No, cats are called kittens, Chris.
Look at the evolution.
And then it's
Guaguar.
And that's Grass Dark. That's actually kind of cool.
Cub. It evolves into a Jaguar.
Oh, so it's like a jungle cat. That's what I was gonna say.
Jaguar?
What?
It's pronounced Jaguar?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That was Jaguar.
I think you could say it either way.
Oh, it's a potato type word?
Maybe. I think on Go Diego Go they used to say Jaguar, so I'm gonna believe...
I'm sure somebody won't fucking complain about it.
And then there's Salmint, which is the herb fish Pokemon, which is water grass.
What are you talking about?
Herb fish.
Oh, okay. So, stupid.
Sounds like it's just a high fish.
And then there's Quakeon, which I can imagine you can guess that's our ground type evolution.
That's a decent name. I don't even know what I would expect.
Yeah, no, I actually like that a lot, and it does say it evolves to 133. There's going to be a few in here that evolve from Pokemon that I might not know off the top of my head by Pokédex number, that I might need somebody to look up, because I have a pretty stacked system up here. I don't want to screw it up.
It should be.
Then there's Titanion, which is a steel evolution, which I think we should have had for a long time. Sounds like a good idea. I don't have a problem with that. I'd like to see how they evolve them too. That would be
A
fun.
lot of lizard Pokemon. I'm really happy with that.
Then there's Crocodrip, the big lizard Pokemon, which is rock water. Then it evolves into Crocodice, which is the steel water type, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
And then
That's
it evolves into Chopadile, the blade tail.
Oh my god. This isn't even real and I'm getting excited.
There are a lot of lizard Pokemon in this list.
Ooh, blade tail Pokemon?
That's pretty cool. Listen, I don't know. That's
it's
pretty.
a steel water type.
That's also really good.
It's Empoleon.
You know,
Yeah, Empoleon is great.
it's true. And you have a good strength against fairy types, which is always good to have.
Was Empoleon fast? Was he had, I don't know, he had a lot of weakness. I feel like unless he was fast, he wasn't amazing. I used him, but like...
He had a ton of resistances.
He had lots of resistances, which was good.
Okay, that's true. Anyway.
Then there's...
And he got defog, and he was immune to toxic spikes.
Ooh. That's...
Resistant to stealth rock.
being,
Didn't take a lot of damage from spikes.
being resistant to any of the spikes is a huge thing.
Especially like stealth rock.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
If when you can turn in and not have to worry about getting knocked out, get rid of them, and then do whatever you need to do.
Right.
He's not as good as he used to be, but he's still pretty good.
Right. Then there's Magnafly, which is the optical Pokemon. It's just a bug type. And that evolves into Flycroscope, which is bug psychic. It seems like we always get a bug psychic type. At least recently.
I literally can't remember the last bug psychic type.
In whatchamacallit, Gen 6, we had whatever the butterfly thing was in that game. I'm pretty sure it's bug psychic.
Hold on.
Vivillon. There it is.
Vivillon was not a psychic type.
It's not? It's just bug?
No. Yeah, it's just bug flying.
Oh. Well, okay then. We can have a bug psychic. I think all the bug types just learn psychic moves, so I just got that crossed in my head. Then there's Drippo, the hippopotamus Pokemon. It's just a water type. And then it evolves into Hippor, which is, I think, a very good pun. Which is also just regular water, but that's not a bad thing. I think one of the things that made me feel that this list was kind of iffy was almost all the Pokemon we've looked at so far, besides like a few of them, were multi-type. But there are at least a couple that we're seeing now that are like regular one-type Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's Blimpala, the aviate Pokemon. It's fairy flying. I guess it's like a blimp. Odd. Then there's...
If it's supposed to be like an Impala, like a blimp Impala, Impalas are really small animals, like, not like blimps.
Well, it's a fairy type, so I don't know.
No, but like Impalas are like gazelles. They're thin as shit.
Well, now it's gonna be it's just blown up.
It doesn't make sense.
It's blown up like a balloon. That's the whole Pokemon. TN Tiny, maybe? I don't know. It's an explosive Pokemon. It's Rock Fire.
I hate it.
And then it evolves into Dynamite.
I hate it
again, bro. If a ground type farts in that thing's direction, it's disintegrated.
A water type looks at it too long. It'll dissolve.
It's like Tropius. If anything even goes near it, it just falls apart.
Dude, a water type doesn't even have to look at it. The freaking oxygen from the H2O from the oxygen
water
is gonna kill
particles in the air.
Yeah.
You put a water bottle too close to it.
It gets an anxiety attack and faints.
Then we have... oh, goodness. Okay, we have Berkey, the turkey Pokemon. It's fire flying.
Oh, so it's like a burnt turkey.
And then it evolves into it evolves into Flurky.
basically Moltres had a kid.
You know what? I hope that this is real now. I want to have a Flurky on my team. Oh my goodness. There's Antignat. It's a signal Pokemon. It's bug flying. And it evolves into Bequincy.
That's amazing. Bequincy. I love it.
I don't understand how they went from ant to bee.
I don't know.
They're not the same animal.
I would like another bee Pokemon because we only have 2. Why not get a third one?
You gotta be kidding me.
Yo. Then we have, oh goodness, Utensol, a ghost steel type, the cutlery Pokemon.
Stop it.
And it evolves into Cutlery, the ghost steel.
The worst part is,
yeah,
that's gonna be one of those Pokemon that people, if this is real, that's gonna be one that it's gonna look stupid and it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be like a Klefki, where it's essential to competitive teams.
Oh my god, Utensol. I can't.
It's basically gonna be the next Agislash.
Pretty much. I love it.
Utensol and Bequincy.
I really like it, to be honest.
I love it.
There's, oh goodness, okay, I really like this one. Decoy, the distraction Pokemon. It's water dark type.
Oh, so it's like a koi fish.
Yeah, but it's a pun on decoy. I love it.
That was gonna be embarrassing for me. I thought it was like French. I was gonna say de quoi.
De quoi? Oh gosh. There's Barol, the mole rat Pokemon. It's ground fighting.
Okay.
I don't hate that. You hate that? Did you say you hate that, Chris?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I was just saying I don't hate that. I think it's okay. And then there's Blesmine? I don't know. But it evolves into that. There's Spectroplast, the Spectral Pokemon. It's Ghost Psychic.
Okay.
And then and that doesn't evolve. And then there's Amphibber. the dishonest Pokemon. It's Dark Poison, which evolves into Scoundrog, the outlaw Pokemon, which is Dark Poison. And then it evolves into Frog. I honestly really like that.
Which honestly just sounds like, I don't know, not normal.
Oh, cool. There's Bubble, the water buffalo Pokemon.
Bumble, that's cute.
And then it evolves into Buffalo. Oh my goodness. I can't. Let's see. What? Hold on. Which one are we on? That's the 3rd page, so now we need the 4th one.
How many more pages are there?
There's 6 in total.
Oh my god.
So this is we're more than halfway done now.
No, we're just about halfway.
Well, this is the 4th one, so we are starting to be more than halfway.
Okay.
There's Twistsprout, the Choreo Pokemon. It's Grass Fairy. That's not. I think we've had that before, but that's not bad to have. And then that evolves into Givine. And then that evolves into Pantsolog. What?
Choreo is it's a shortened for choreograph.
Oh, so it's like a dancing Pokemon. Okay. I don't hate that. Oh, there's Snowmad, the Nomad Pokemon.
Wait a minute, Snowman is already already been used by Nintendo. Those are the enemies in the new fucking Donkey Kong game. The snowmans.
Well, they're using it again. Don't tell anyone.
You can't just fucking shoehorn a different group in.
Listen, they got green. They got green Donkey Kong with the bongos, and they got the snowmans.
Oh god.
And then Snowman evolves into Shermit. And then Shermit evolves into... And then it evolves into Icetic. Or Icetic? I don't know. Something like that. And they're all just pure ice type. For some reason.
Icetic. Sounds like isotope.
Yeah, actually. There's Pixaroon? Maybe? It's just pure fairy? And that evolves into Fairith. I think I said that right. Like a wreath, like a Christmas wreath. Sure. There's Kobez, the hard metal Pokemon. It's pure steel type. And that evolves...
it's supposed to be like a pun for Topaz?
I think so. And then it evolves into... Titaniquus? Am I... Maybe? Maybe.
I don't know.
And then, it looks like it has a split evolution for its third evolution. Have we had that before?
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, but I mean where it's like it has three evolution, like it has, it's like a 3 evolution line, but the last evolution has 2 types?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Whose third evolution branches besides this one?
I'm trying to think. Because, like, Litleo has a branching evolution, but that's, like... I think that's just...
Oddish.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Oh, wow, we're shot.
I mean, there are almost 800 Pokemon now.
I know, but that one, like, Gen 1.
Well, that's Gen 1. We have to remember that. Otherwise, we get killed.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
somebody waiting outside.
The Game Freak agent.
The Nintendo ninjas. And that either evolves into Zebralloy, the Steel Rock type, or Zebrode, the Steel Electric type.
More like Zebra, am I right?
We've had a Zebra Pokemon before, but I wouldn't mind another one.
It's also an type again.
Yeah, it's also an electric type. Yeah. But it's like...
We doubt this list, because I doubt that they would do that.
Yeah, it seems odd for them to do electric again.
Not even him, but to make a zebra Pokemon an electric type again.
Yeah. Then maybe it's like a robot zebra. That would be different.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, don't we have like 2 grass lily pad type Pokemon in all of Pokemon?
I think we have infinity grass types. It always feels like there's either too many or none.
But like lily pad type grass types.
Lotad.
Or just plants. I don't know.
There's a lot of plants. It's hard.
But again, plants. You can say the same. There's a lot of mice.
There's a lot of fire types.
There's a lot of chickens. There's a lot of ice. There's a lot of everything.
I mean, there's not really a lot of fire types, honestly, but that always seems to be my issue. I have to
a lot of birds.
pick fire types between like 2.
Birds.
Okay, where were we? Oh, okay. So there's Larvibe, the show-off Pokemon. It's Bug that evolves into. Oh, can I say this out loud? Am I gonna get in trouble? Am I gonna get in trouble for saying this?
No, you shouldn't.
Which is like a maggot, but with swag.
It's a Bug Ice type, cause he's cooler than cool.
Shut up.
And then it evolves into Blingsec.
I thought you were gonna say Blimpsec.
It's another blimp Pokemon. Oh my god, don't tell me. Okay, so the next Pokemon is Brockcool, the broccoli Pokemon. It's a grass ice type. You know, like frozen broccoli.
This is not real.
It's not.
Officially not real. Then there's...
Which is, I was really excited for the blade crocodile and the Komodo dragon.
Because you could use both. You could have like a team of all lizards.
Oh my god, bro, don't tempt me.
Then there's Camold, the brittle Pokemon. It's ground. That evolves into Seraph. Oh, is it a giraffe? Please.
I'm a giraffe.
I love giraffes. Girafarig is cute, but I want more. And that's also ground type. There's Lamoflage, the lamb Pokemon. God, it clicked in my head. No. It's a ghost. It's ghost normal. Another ghost normal. That's odd. Whatever. And then it evolves into Ramoflage.
Clever.
Haha. There's Sprink, the spring Pokemon. It's rock
real.
steel. What happened?
I've had a sprint before.
We have Spoink, which is one of my favorites. It's one letter off from being Spoink.
It literally is one letter off.
Yeah. And then it evolves into Scoil. Oh my god.
What could it possibly be? A snake?
Maybe it's just a spring. With like a face on it.
Okay, when you say that, I just think of the Microsoft paperclip.
The Microsoft paperclip, yay!
That's going to be.
Then there's
Gen 8 now.
Then there's Sarkion, the ionization Pokemon. It's rock electric.
Ionization. That sounds good too. Like a 10-year-old kid,
Yeah.
9-year-old kid playing Pokemon.
I like it. And then it evolves into a Sparkastodon. Oh, wait a minute. Are these the fossil Pokemon?
Oh yeah, they have to be.
So you either get a spring or a dinosaur?
If it would be a dinosaur, that would probably be a mammoth, because Mastodon.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Why is it green?
A spring or a dinosaur?
Just imagine your friend's like, I'm gonna pick this fossil, you pick the other one, and we can trade so we get them both. And you're like, okay. And then you get a spring and he gets a mammoth.
What could it possibly be?
Oh my god.
Stop, bro. I can't breathe.
Graboon. Wait.
Look at the monkeys!
Wait, what's 766? Can somebody type that really quick in Google?
Seven what?
It's Pokédex
66.
entry 766.
Passimian.
Oh, so they're giving Passimian an evolution.
That's stupid.
It's the collector Pokemon. It's pure fighting.
Who's Passimian again?
Gen 7.
I'll put it on the screen for those of you watching the podcast on YouTube. Oh, okay.
I don't know what it looks like though.
This is where I know some of the Pokemon, because I saw some people talking about it on Twitter. Dunsprite, the land snake Pokemon. Normal fairy.
Why don't we give Dunsparce an evolution?
Why wouldn't we?
Because I love Dunsparce the way he is.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. You could use it like really. Maybe it'll be really good. It'll be good competitive. I'd love that.
Maybe we can just keep having Dunsparce be stupid and useless.
No, be nice to Dunsparce.
What is normal fairy type?
I don't know. You're just giving it a. Are you give? Does it get a weakness, or it still resists fighting? Or I guess it would just negate it.
I think it would resist fighting.
Okay. The next one, Karachnid, is a evolution for Galvantula.
Why?
I don't know.
Goosh!
Goosh!
That's an evolution for Swanna.
Yeah, an evolution for Swanna.
Why?
I don't know. In Infatuave? Can somebody look up 370? Water Fairy.
Love this.
Okay. I mean,
Ooh.
listen. I don't know why Alola Mola wasn't an evolution for Love Disc,
Honestly.
but I wouldn't mind it. The Water Fairy is a cool type too. There's Tuskord. Oh, I know this one. This is an evolution for one of my favorite Pokemon. We're gonna get a third evolution for Donphan. I would really like that. Like a lot. Yes, please.
7 8. Meowstic.
Giving Meowstic an evolution is not a good idea. It's already really good. Then they gave one. It's Sangoratang. I think that's the other gorilla from Gen 7. Chris, you're cutting out. Are you all right?
Yeah, it's Oranguru.
Okay. Then.
Orgeon? What's the
Oh,
Pokédex type?
I know this one. This is an evolution for Druddigon.
Really? Why would you give him an evolution? He's already...
And they made the evolution Dragon Ghost.
That's stupid.
Then
This is real. 675.
this one's an evolution for Pangoro.
Pangoro!
Give it Pandominate, which it probably would do, because if you're giving...
That sounds like a sexual position.
Because if you're giving Pangoro an evolution, its base stats are going to have to be like 500.
Assuming Bass Scrap is, Bisharp.
Yeah, giving Bisharp an evolution.
Climate? That's gonna be stupid.
That's an evolution for Cast Form.
That is stupid, you're right.
But that could be cool. I'd love to see Cast Form be a little more viable.
88 is for fucking Primate?
Yes. Fuming is no wait, Napier is that for Primeape?
Yeah, it has to be.
Look up 24. I don't think it is.
Oh, no. Oh, it's for Arbok.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, because it's Taipei and backward. Oh my god, I'm mad now.
And then Fuming, which is an evolution for Wheezing. And it's Poison Fire, which is a cool combo. Rewop is an evolution for Rotom, weirdly enough.
Rotom?
Yeah.
Hello?
Which is weird. Somebody was talking about, like, why would they give it an evolution if it has forms? But, like, you could have it evolve into a different thing depending on what form it is when it evolves. I thought that would be cool.
No. That's not happens.
I don't know, it's just an idea I had.
Rapidash.
Yeah, Rapidash getting a Pegasus evolution, so it's fire flying. Which, of course, makes it allergic to even a pebble. There's Sumungus, which is an evolution for Hariyama.
Interesting.
Heliozard, which is an evolution for Heliolisk from Gen 6.
Shavity.
And then that's the I think that's the end of the new evolutions for old Pokemon.
Shavity.
Shavity, the machining Pokemon. It's normal steel, and then it evolves into Granther, which is also normal steel.
So if someone pokes it with a fighting finger,
one finger. There's Belugold, the Beluga Whale Pokemon. It's water ice. Yeah, bad type for sure. There's Taterado, the Spud Pokemon.
That just sounds like a type.
It's a potato.
It's a potato, and it's normal grass type. Then there's
Why?
why is a great question, Chris.
Just to add a fighting type weakness to it. That's all.
There's Brixie, the stone Pokemon. It's Rock Fairy. That's
It doesn't even evolve.
no. It's just a potato. That's all it does.
It'll be.
Imagine it's like the best Pokemon in the game.
It's not gonna be.
There's Brixie evolves into Pebimp, which evolves into Bruckpuck, and they're all Rock Fairy type.
Bruckpuck.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but whatever. There's Babos, the bush Pokemon, which is pure grass, and it evolves into Grumeld, which is a tree Pokemon, which is also pure grass. And then I think this is the last page. Let's see. I think so. Yep. Right? Am I not skipping anything? Yeah. Okay. This one, it's kind of overlapped a little. We just got to get to where we were. Oh, and then Grumeld evolves into Boaboom, which is a grass ground type. And that's the big tree Pokemon. And then, oh goodness, are these going to be legendaries, I guess? Or maybe not? I don't know. Volkita, the strike Pokemon, it's steel fighting. There's Varskit, maybe?
Yeah, these look like legendary names.
Yeah, they're all base and they look like legendaries. I guess the strike Pokemon is for sword and the protection Pokemon is for shield. Then there's...
It's stupid how the protection Pokemon is such a disadvantage.
Maybe it just has crazy high stats in defense and special defense because it's the protection Pokemon. Then there's Ulfazo, the clench Pokemon, which is steel ground.
Alfonso?
A blacksmith Pokemon.
I guess that makes sense. It'd be like the third Pokemon for it. That's kind of cool. It's like a blacksmith to make the sword and the shield, or the clench, which is like the one that uses the sword and shield. That's really cool. I like that idea. Then there's Equilos, the Titan Pokemon. It's Fire Fairy. That's probably that giant drawing of like that Titan looking thing that you can see in the trailer on like the side of that mountain or whatever. Is like that drawing of like a giant thing. That's probably what that is.
I feel like I'm such a non-intimidating type.
I mean, but it's supposed to be like mythical and ancient, so fairy makes sense in my head at least. Then there's 3 Pokemon that are the royalty Pokemon. The Ducerunt, it's fairy grass. And then there's Crolipa. I'm gonna take a guess and say that's right. That's ice grass. And then there's there's an accent. Ribera, and that's rock grass. So that's probably the trio for this game. And they're all part grass, which is odd. Then there's Guzguard, the royal guard Pokemon, and it's just flying. And then there's Sikazmija. Maybe it's the incision Pokemon. That is the grossest sounding description for a Pokemon I've ever read. The incision. Who decided on that? And that's Poison Steel. And that is the entire very long and lengthy leak that somebody went out of their way to make.
Or a leak.
Or it's actually a leak. If it's a crit, okay, let's
discuss.
Let's discuss this a little now that we've gone through the whole thing.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go in like a circle? We'll go through each what we think of it.
Sure.
Okay. I definitely don't think it's real. But I also wouldn't write it off. Like, if at E3 they showed off a bunch of these Pokemon with these names, and I was like, oh god, this person was right. Like, I wouldn't be upset, because I did like a lot of the Pokemon in this list. Like, if this was all the Pokemon we got for Gen 8, I would be pretty damn happy.
I agree. But I don't know. I'm more on the side that it sounds like it could be real. Because I don't know. If someone thought of how many hundreds of more names in how many time? How much time?
I don't know. Let's see. It ends at 9:41, and it started at, I think, 8... Including Meltan, it started at 808. So that's like almost 150 new. Close to it.
I mean, then again, they could have thought of these names between the release of Gen 7.
Right. I mean, they could have spent the time between when the trailer was posted a few months ago and now. But even then, I don't. It just. I don't want to just rule things out because I hate doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels a little too on the nose.
Right.
For me to rule it out, and also for me to say it's real. Like I'm stuck in the middle.
The Direct is next week.
Yeah, there is the Direct next week. Never mind, we don't have to wait that long. I'm very excited about that, actually.
I don't think they're going to show off anything crazy. I think what they'll mostly do... I mean, granted, last time we talked about the Direct, I was wrong as shit. But I feel like this Direct isn't really going to show anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll probably just show, the first route Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe the flying type, the rodent Pokemon.
You think they're going to show us the legendaries? The box legendaries?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I guess when we find out the box legendaries, we'll find out if this thing's real or not. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so just remember their names now.
I mean, I have that whole thing saved, so when it happens, we'll find out.
If you look up full Pokédex leaks, there's like 7 different types of leaks.
Yeah. Well, it was just that this one got posted today, and for whatever reason, it caught like a lot of traction, which a lot of times the leaks are like, this is a dumb fake leak, let's make fun of it, and then like nothing happens. But like every single PokeTuber that I've seen, whether it's on Twitter or YouTube, has been talking about this, and that's odd. They don't usually do that. So I don't know. Because, what the heck? I forget who it was, but he said he has, like, insider information, and he was like, I don't see things here that I heard from somebody. And I was like, okay. But that still doesn't tell me anything, because he could be wrong.
Right, because Nintendo feeds people false information, too, to make sure that no one's leaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This one that I see right now says that the third, Grookey Evolution is a Grass Steel type. That Scorbunny will be a Fire Fairy, which I hope is not true. And then Sobble will be a Water Dragon.
I wouldn't mind that.
I would. Because it makes it super weak to Scorbunny.
I guess that's true. Well,
and also, I feel like you can't make a starter Pokemon a Dragon type. Especially because I know Fairy really holds it keeps Dragon from being as broken as it was. Yeah. It still has 3 weaknesses, one of which is only available in most late game scenarios.
Right.
The other one is an awful type.
Yeah.
Only one of the types is a decent type.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that leads me to believe that maybe we shouldn't sell Dragon off is even in this list, there's a Dragon very early in the Pokédex. Which, I mean, I would never mind them doing that. I mean, if we got Dratini early game in Fire Red, or Red and Blue, it wouldn't have been a problem. It takes so long to get it to be a Dragonite anyway. But I don't know.
Yeah, but the moves that they Dragon Rage does 40 damage automatically.
Yeah.
That's gonna sweep the entire first gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then a good portion of the second gym.
Well, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe they just won't give it Dragon Rage at a low level. They can always... I mean, Game Freak can always find ways to make things work. I don't have any disbelief in that. But in terms of not giving us Dragon until late game, sure, they haven't done it before, but I kind of adopt the same mindset as like how I feel about Smash Bros. People are like, oh, well, we've never got a character that's not from a Japanese company. I'm like, we haven't got one yet. Like, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, you know? Like, we don't want to, you don't want to rule it out just because it hasn't happened before. At least that's how I feel.
Right.
You know? Like, oh, we're not going to get Banjo because, you know, Microsoft is an American company. Who said? Who said they, like, you know, people make up these rules that, like, Nintendo has to follow. It's like, oh, well, we don't get Dragon types until late game.
Are there really people who are saying that Banjo can't be in it because it's an American company?
Yes, because they don't want a spot to be taken by a character that isn't the one they want.
Rude.
Grow the fuck up. What are you, 7?
Oh man. When the next Smash character gets announced, like the second one, maybe we'll get 2 at E3, I don't know. But even if we just get 1 at E3, I definitely want to do like a Smash Bros talk podcast, because I think that's very fun. Because I could talk about Smash Bros DLC characters until I die. It's so much fun. But to stay more on topic, there's a lot of Pokemon in this list that, just based on their names and their types, and like the small little blurb, there's a lot of Pokemon I'd want to use, and I didn't get that feeling in Sun and Moon. Like there's a few Pokemon I want to use in Sun and Moon, but not enough to fill like 3 or 4 teams. Like I think I like had to squeeze in another and make a second team like for Sun and Moon in my head. But like for this, I already had like so many ideas in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, I kind of missed that feeling, and I'm feeling it, and like that's pretty big, I would say.
Right, I especially love like, I love when they do this whole big list of like evolutions of previous gen.
Oh, I love those
Pokemon
so much. It's so easy to put in the game too. It's like, just give other Pokemon evolutions. There's so many that could use one. Especially Dunsparce.
Right.
Especially Dunsparce. I always thought Dunsparce needed one.
That's one of the things that hooked me to Diamond and Pearl so much. I loved like Magnezone, Magmortar, Rhyperior?
Rhyperior. You got it.
Okay.
Rhyperior. Ambipom.
Wow,
Ambipom, even though I think it's ugly.
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about Diamond and Pearl was like, it was at an age where like I didn't really use the internet for a lot of things. So like I finished Diamond and Pearl and then like found out that I could like evolve my Apom into an Ambipom, and I was like, what? It'll evolve? Like, or like my friend was like, if you trade your Rhydon and it's holding this thing, it'll evolve. I'm like, what? It'll evolve? Like, that was such a cool thing. Like, finding out that things have new evolutions. And even when my friends were telling me, or I was finding out from other things, like, it was still really cool.
Yeah, I think we should just stop using the internet.
Just completely cut ourselves off from the internet. It would be hard, but I wouldn't mind. There's a dolphin Pokemon in this list? That's all I've ever wanted. I've always wanted a dolphin Pokemon. That's it.
My hand is a dolphin.
My hand is a dolphin! Oh man. Chris, do you have any more thoughts on the leak, especially Pokemon-wise? Is there some that stick out to you that you liked? I know you like the lizards.
There's a lot of reptiles that I'm into.
Yeah.
But, I mean, other than that, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, blown away by anything.
No? I would say that if this was the Pokédex for the game, I think I would be genuinely happy.
Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting.
Like,
I mean, there's not really... I'm not excited because, like, there's not much to go on just by the way that the names sound.
Right. I mean, design...
Like the Pokemon that I love that have stupid-sounding names.
Yeah.
But they look great, like Incineroar.
Mm-hmm. Spiritomb has a okay name, but a really cool design.
I could disagree with that. I mean, I think Spiritomb's design is just something and then a circle on top of it, like a stone. That's it. I mean, yeah, the circle that it is, yeah, the design of it looks cool, but it's just a stone circle.
I don't know. There's, I mean, maybe Cynthia Spiritomb just left an impression on me, honestly. But I don't know. If this was the Pokédex for the game, we got 2 evolutions, and everybody wants more of those. We got evolutions for old Pokemon.
Like the fact that we didn't get a steel one is weird.
Yeah, the fact that we we got a steel one in this Pokédex, and that's nice. The fact that we don't have a steel one is weird, definitely.
Wait, there is a steel one, right?
Yeah, the ones in this are ground and steel.
I'm looking for it right now. I can't.
I think it's the 3rd or 4th page. They should be like right on the top. Oh, it's the 3rd one.
Yeah, it's Titanium.
Yeah, Titanion. I like that. Those names are really good too. Like, if the evolutions are ground and steel, those are good names.
Chopadile, I'm really excited for.
I knew you'd like that one. It's got a sword tail. That's so cool. In my head, I can like imagine maybe what these Pokemon would look like, and even that is just really exciting.
Right. Humongous. I'm fucking.
Would you use the Hariyama evolution, Chris?
I wouldn't use any of the Pokemon that you get from like evolutions. Because every time I play through a game for the first time, I try to use the Pokemon from that generation.
Okay. I get that.
But it was hard for the last 2 games because none of the Pokemon in the last 2 games are good.
It's true. Although I liked...
Because there are some Pokemon that people like really like.
Yeah.
But I'm not fond of.
I don't love Aegislash personally.
I mean, the fossils are super disappointing.
Oh, in this one, you mean?
If those are even the fossils. I mean, I can't imagine why they wouldn't be.
Who knows? There's so many Pokemon here that could be the fossils. It's hard to tell.
Because there's so many types.
Yeah. Did Gen 7 have fossil Pokemon? I don't...
No, they did not.
Okay. So, I mean, we could just not have fossil Pokemon.
I'm really upset.
That wouldn't be a deal breaker for me, but, you know, I would be like, oh, okay. But
I love fossil Pokemon. I'm a fucking sucker for prehistoric shit.
I think it's, in my head, it'll be hard to top Gen 6's fossil Pokemon, because I really love both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
Because Aurorus is really cool, and Tyrantrum is a T-Rex, because...
Tyrantrum is the best fossil ever.
Because, like, his base evolution is adorable, and then it evolves into a awesome-looking T-Rex. I mean...
How did it take them that long?
Took them 6 generations to make a T-Rex. But you know what? If they needed all 6 generations of Pokemon to make a T-Rex that looked that cool, that's fine.
What would make a Stegosaurus?
They do we have anything Stegosaurus-like? I don't think so. I get... yeah, no. I don't think so, no.
Stegosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. First dinosaur.
Stegosaurus is adorable.
And, but I'd also like them to make, like, not necessarily dinosaur fossils, like mammal fossils.
Yeah, I mean, if this is...
like a mammoth would be cool.
Right, the mammoth thing that's here, maybe that's the... if that's the fossil, then we have a mammoth, and that's awesome.
Yeah, but, like, that's like... I feel like a mammoth is just boring.
I mean, we technically have a mammoth already. We have Mamoswine.
Yeah, that's kind of boring.
I like Mamoswine, though.
I would like... I mean, I still make my own Pokemon because I'm a cynical ass. But... I don't know.
Would you be, like, really upset if this was the Pokédex for the game? Like, would this be... Like, based on the names, obviously, the Pokemon designs...
Just based on the names, I'm having a hard time already picking out who I want on my team.
I think that's at least in my head, that's a good thing. It's because there's a lot of Pokemon.
Not like, there's so many to pick, and more like, I don't know, like, I'm just...
Well, I mean, are you more of a how the Pokemon look type of person, especially?
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. We'll see on the Direct next week. I forget what day of the week it is.
Like,
June 5th, like a Wednesday, I think.
I think so.
It's at 6 a.m. though. Like, why the fuck?
Oh, 9 a.m. here. It's at 6 a.m. on the West Coast, though, which is horrible.
Brutal.
That's the worst. I don't know why they do that. Even when I have to wake up at 9 a.m. for Nintendo stuff, which the Pokemon ones are always at like 9 a.m. here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But even then, it's hard to get up that early.
Right.
Like my reaction video for the Sword and Shield review, I was like exhausted. I went to sleep right after I posted it.
Yeah, I went to sleep right after freaking that Direct too.
I don't know.
I ain't eat no more in person, boy.
But does anybody have any other thoughts on this leak?
Not really.
No. It was it's an okay leak. I don't. The names, some of the names are a little too on the nose, I think. But it's also...
What do you mean?
Like, they're just a little too, like, tongue-in-cheek, like, oh, it's I have to look at them now, because I can't think of one.
Like
Berkey. And then it evolves into Flurky.
Frog.
I really like the Frog one, personally.
Brockcool.
It goes from being Scoundrog to Frog. I love that. That's awesome.
Brockcool.
Brockcool makes me want to actually cry, but
Freak.
Triggers your fight or flight response.
Brockcool activates my fight or flight. Oh my goodness. But no, yeah, I think if this is the Pokemon to be, at least based off names, the designs could be so cool, I would be like, there's no possible way I could ever be disappointed. But I think this is like pretty good. Definitely, just based off of the names here, if this is what the game has, it's better than Sun and Moon.
Right, I agree with that.
Like, Sun and Moon has like 7 new Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Or at least that's how it feels. Because all of them fucking suck. There's like, legitimately, I can count on one hand the Pokemon in Gen 7 that I was like, oh, cool. Rockruff, Vikavolt, Alolan Raichu.
I hate Alolan Raichu.
I guess Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales. That's it. Those are all of the ones. Oh, and Alolan Sandshrew. I love Sandshrew. But that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alolan Sandshrew.
Yeah, I love Sandshrew. But like, that's it. Those are all the Pokemon I care about in Gen 7. Like, everything else is pretty terrible. I mean, there's probably a few that I like that I'm not thinking of, but if you say any other gen, I can list off Pokemon that I love from that generation.
Beware.
I love Beware. I like Stuffle more, though. Beware's kind of like he fits in a tube.
I love refrigerators.
But yeah. I guess we'll just end the podcast here, unless you guys have any extra thoughts to add at the end.
When I was a bull,
What were you saying, Chris?
I was just gonna go off on a rant.
I mean, you can. I mean,
it was gonna be unrelated to anything.
That doesn't matter.
No, I was literally just gonna start making stuff up.
Oh, okay. Al, did you have anything to say?
Nope, that is all, sir.
Okay. thank you for both of you for joining me, and thank you at home for joining us on the Star Inari and Friends podcast.
Thank you, our sponsor, Chick-fil-A.
No, Chris, we're not sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Absolutely not.
You remember what they said? You like chicken? You don't like... Oh, wait, can't say that.
God. Okay, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna try to get this up, like, ASAP, because, you know, I want to catch those
Capitalize.
those leak hype views, so, yeah, that's it. Bye! Oh, wait. Is there anything you guys want to say? Do you guys want to say bye?
Didn't we already... Oh, yes, bye. Are we done?